There we go. And we should be good to go. Should be Gucci. We'll give it a few minutes here. Let everybody hop on. Let everybody hop on. Ugh. Equal lows. My goodness, that's not what you want. That is not what you want. It's not what we want, but that's what we have. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What's good, everyone? What's good? What's Gucci? Let me know if you can hear me. When you come in here, I always need you to do a sound check. I need it. Like SpongeBob. I need it. I need it. Yeah, Dow has some lows too. Yeah. NASDAQ, super weak. Super weak. What's good, Willow? What's good, man? Today's been okay. It hasn't been, I wouldn't say terrible. It hasn't been terrible, but it's been okay. So getting some volatility here in this 5-minute candle. So we have a gap right there at 41.76, and we also have equal lows right there at 41.72 and a half. The 41.72 area, equal lows right there. Very clean, very crispy. And on a day like today, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up attacking that. As far as upside objectives for today, 41.85. 41.85. I would like to see. I would like to see. What's our thumbnail today? Is it the same? Is it the blue one? Yeah, okay. That's fine. I couldn't find my other ones. But it's not a big deal. It's all gravy. Yeah, so again, the little gap right there. And we have equal lows here too. I would rather see us trade higher. I'd rather leave those equal lows there for now. And I'd rather hit 41.85. Part of me believes that's because of the price action, but part of me also wants 41.85 so I can be right on Twitter. So I might be, the bias might be a little bit skewed there. So forewarning you. Forewarning you. Price action has lows, but I'd rather see us trade to 41.85. And I will fucking walk through all of it. If we can get there. If we can get there. That'll be fun. Hopefully we can get there before 2 o'clock if we do it. If not, then probably won't happen here on YouTube. So we're only going to be here for about 45 minutes to an hour. But, I mean, it's barely 12 points off the low of the day. I mean, we really haven't rallied all that much. NASDAQ looks weak as well, which just may end up dragging us down here. I think depending on If we trade down to these lows, I think it depends on what we do there. We still may end up getting 41.85 on the day, but I wouldn't be interested in it anymore. If it sweeps those lows, I'm not going to be interested in taking anything long. If you came in here a little bit late, that's cool. But Dow has these lows as well, and Dow is a lot in terms of like the structure. It's way away from its low of the day, right? Versus like the S&P. See how like we're barely off the low of the day for S&P, but the Dow is like much further away. Like this retracement here is almost nothing here on the Dow, but this retracement is, you know, fairly deep for the S&P, and then NASDAQ is just dirt. This is horrendous. This is horrendous. The NASDAQ has been sideways since 9:30. For the last 3.5 hours, it's been sideways. That's not a market. That's not like an ideal market to trade, you know? So given that weakness on the NASDAQ, given the lows on the Dow, equal lows on the S&P. What's good, Andreas? What's good, Naruto? What's good, Nicholas? What's good, Vadu? All snipers in the chat today. Let's go. Let's go. Tier 2 members. What's good, Allie? Another longtime member. One of the first ones, actually. There's only 3 original members. The first 3. And there was a few that signed up the day after. So the first 3 people have 1 day over everyone else who signed up the second day. So there's only 3 OGs. But it's cool. It's all gravy. Tier 2 should be the only tier. I think we actually have 1 tier 1 member. Everyone else is tier 2. And I was surprised. I actually had no expectations. I didn't know if we were going to have 50-50 or if we were going to have majority tier 1 and only a couple tier 2. It's literally everybody except 1 is a tier 2 member. So that's pretty cool. But it's not a requirement. You don't have to be. I mean, if I made it that way, you wouldn't be able to type in the chat if you weren't. I say, nah, piss off. Or I'd make the stream only available to tier 2 members. But I'm not going to do that yet. We'll get to that point eventually, but not today. Not today. If you guys are ready to go, if you guys are ready to watch what we do here in the afternoon, let me know you're ready by smashing the like button. I would appreciate that. Helps the algorithm out a little bit. I think. I mean, that's what other people say, so I roll with it. Not that I usually go with the crowd, but I'm sure there's a lot more people who know about YouTube than I do, so every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. We'll follow up with a couple things. We'll take a couple of different take a look at a couple different things. I have an alert at 41.85. I have all my markups hidden because I have like tweets and shit on here. And that's only going to play out very well if we do in fact get 41.85. And if we don't, then it's just not going to work. Again, the equal lows are problematic as of right now. I wouldn't want to see those swept. But I don't control the market. I only control the orders that I put in. Know what I'm saying? What's good, Iberneth? Naruto with the rip emoji off the bat. What's good, Connie? What's good, Connie? What we need is we need an upside target emoji, like a rocket or a trophy or something to that nature. Or like a fireworks or something, I'm not sure. Oh, it's a rainy day here in Houston. Very groggy weather, which means good sleep. but it also means that I'm pretty mellow. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to go outside. I want to stay inside and read and chill out. See those lows. Those lows just seem like they're ready. We're just hanging out at this gap right now. We're just chilling, hanging out at this gap. Oh, nice little spike lower there. So, lows might get taken. I'm not interested in shorts, though. I'm more interested in longs. And if I had to say what I think we sweep the lows, rally up, retrace, and then run for 41.85. I wouldn't want to see us trade below 41.64.5. I think that could be our low of the day. If that gets taken, then who knows? Maybe 41.64 sub. There's that gap there from yesterday. Remember yesterday we had alerts set. We fucking smashed yesterday all through that in that last hour. So if you had alerts yesterday, they popped off very quickly. Very quickly. So my timing was off on that. Still got upside, but just my timing was off. And then I think Ali had pointed out some equal highs previously, and that ended up getting traded into as well on the 1 minute time frame, which I didn't think would happen, but I was wrong. I was wrong. And guess what? It'd be like that. 1-to-1 setup, please. I don't do 1-to-1 setups. 1 to 3 is my minimum. Equal lows on the ES as well. So if it was me, and again, I'm not taking this as a trade. But like 72, we'll have to probably increase the reward on that in order to get a 1 to 3, because it's going to be rather tight. So that is a 1 to 1.7, which to me is not enough. So you can do one of two things: increase the target, decrease the risk, in order to frame a 1 to 3. The lows down here is just very, I don't know. This is just kind of gross to me. I don't like it. Which is why I said I would rather leave these lows for another time. And what's interesting too, the 41.82 level I mentioned earlier today. We didn't even run that. These highs right here, we didn't even run that. We just met into it. Not even a tick above it. We just met into it. So I feel like there's still liquidity there. But if I was trying to razzle dazzle this, I would long below the equal lows. 41.85 is a target. I guess really the only way to frame that 1 to 3 is to push the stop. But that's a tight stop, and I wouldn't do that just for the sake of risk reward. I guess if it was up to me, I'd probably keep this 1 to 7, or excuse me, 1 to 1.7. Sorry. I would increase this to 1 to 3, but I would partial out at 185 if we get that, and then hold the rest. So yeah, personal opinion, absolutely not financial advice at all. Okay. Let's get a lean out from Germany. A moon, Naruto. Naruto wants to put a moon. We might. I'll have to double check. Also, I'm limited on the number of emojis I can have based on how many members we have. So I'll have to go take a look. Or you could tell your friends, hey, go to my YouTube, sign up so we can get more emojis. Know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, look, tier 2 membership. It's $9.99 a month. You can learn some stuff. Get a sniper. Emojis. The community tab. I've made a few post community tab, like tier 2 members only. It's like certain markups and stuff like that. Like nothing crazy. Nothing that's like, oh, John's holding all the fucking sauce, you know? Because again, it's not a requirement, but I do want you to get some benefit from that though. You know, if you're a paying member, you should have benefit. You should have something more than someone who doesn't pay. It's the whole point of paying. It's to get perks. But again, it's not a requirement. You don't have to. I can't make you. And I wouldn't make you even if I could. What if you lose members? Does that mean you lose emojis with it? John, that's a great question. It's a great question, and I don't know. I don't know. I haven't lost a bunch of members. I think I've only had one cancellation. So but yeah, I like coming up on here on YouTube, but what I don't like is when we don't do shit. Like this morning, right? Nice, beautiful movement, like ton of movement until around 9:30, then we consolidate. Like that would have been fun to watch and experience and all that. But when we consolidate, don't have any general direction, to me it's like boring and it's very like uneventful and I don't like it. Oh, the gap we ended up respecting. We ended up, even that big wick to the downside, we still ended up respecting that gap on a 5-minute time frame. That tells me bullish order flow. 4182 first stop, 4185 should be on the table, and I'm gonna fucking go on Twitter absolutely with the chart that I have on micros. If we tag that, we have an alert there too, so we'll definitely be notified if we get that. And that's gonna be fun. Because I can't say we walked it up yet. Because we're not at 4185. I could there's still a possibility I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, then well, can't really brag when you're wrong, can you? Nah. Not really. So again, here I think I want to be bullish because I want to be right. We're respecting the gap, but we also just ran into this imbalance and we have equal lows. So price is kind of stuck between liquidity and this imbalance. So probabilities, I don't think personally are super stacked to go higher. I'm not getting that feeling. Every once in a while, you guys get a feeling like, oh, the market, oh man, it's so fucking set up to go higher or so set up to go lower. Like you just get that feeling like, oh, this has to do it. And those are usually the trades that run very well because of how obvious it is. That vibe I'm not getting. So I would say probabilities are not astronomical, but that's what I want. 4185. That was prior to us. I'd have to go double check the time, but I think that was prior to us creating equal lows. So that would be the only thing that would stop us for right now. So, yeah. I mean, but I guess the gems would work. The gems would probably work. Nicholas, send the trading view chart. Send it in the YouTube chat. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't, send it to my Instagram. And I'll take a look. But if you have like some stupid shit on there, like a choach or a fucking MACD or some shit, then I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be like that, but it's just, you know. You know. Done. I'm done. I'm done. Clean mitigation this morning for shorts. Marwin. So price, it looks like it's not wanting to push past that 5-minute imbalance. See how it's respecting that? So it's like we're stuck, right? In between this gap and in between this imbalance. With, again, liquidity on the upside and liquidity on the downside. So to me, taking any entries in here is low probability. To me, I think it's low probability. And to me, if you're trading in this environment, I think you're asking for drawdown. Or I think you're asking for price to dance around your entry. Look at the 5-minute time frame. We've consolidated. So if we're not pushing past this imbalance here, it just looks like those lows are on a table. And I know I'm kind of telling you both sides right now, but that's the point. We could justify either way. But since I've said something on Twitter, that's what I have to stick with. And I don't mind being wrong in front of people. What do you mean by no free lunch on Wall Street? Alina, that's a great question. So that saying is actually not mine. That's an old saying, no free lunch on Wall Street. Now, you can interpret it. You can interpret that how you want. I interpret that as stops being ran. The market gives and the market takes, right? If we just look at a random chart, let's do ES for a minute. Okay. Look at this chart and just look at highs and lows. So you see lows getting swept, highs getting swept, reversing, and a lot of liquidity being tapped into back and forth. And like that, to me, where the markets, sometimes there'll be easy, clean setups, but other times it'll whipsaw back and forth, and it'll make trading very difficult. It'll be difficult to try and make money trading. Like this environment in here is very hard to make money when there's no sustained movement in one direction. There's no home runs. There's like maybe little scalps and stuff, and it's difficult, right? Kind of think of it like if we were back in the, let's just say, like cavemen days, right? Where we're just clobbering each other over the fucking head and running away from our shadows and lions and shit, right? And bears. So if we go out to hunt, you know, to feed ourselves, to feed our family, and probably have a tribe and stuff, right? There's no free lunch. We would have to go find some rocks, take those rocks, rub them up against other rocks to make a spear, right? Find some tree bark and skin and shit, and or rope or whatever, and make like a spear, and then go out for a couple days and try and find some buffalo or a lion or some shit, hunt it down and come back, right? And that's very difficult and time consuming. It's hard, right? But now imagine for a second, the next day you wake up from your cave, you've already got your spear ready to go, and as soon as you step outside, you see a lion. Boom. You toss a spear, you get your dinner, right? It was free, it was easy. Okay? That's kind of what I think about in trading sometimes, as far as level of difficulty. Or imagine that same scenario. You wake up, you got your spear, you hop outside your cave, and within the first 10 minutes, you see like an elephant or whatever they hunt back in those days, buffalo and shit. But then all of a sudden, you launch your spear, and you hit your target, and you're like, yeah, we're finna eat, we're finna do good. And the tribe's fixing to, you know, make me their king or whatever. Like, they're gonna praise me and all this shit. And then all of a sudden that buffalo just runs away with your spear and all. So you didn't get your kill. Now you're going hungry. The spear that you took a couple days to make is fucking gone. And now you're an embarrassment to your tribe. Right? That's what I think about. There's no free lunch on Wall Street. Smart money, they know who's in profit because they're going, oh, fucking equal bottom or equal lows, double bottom, equal highs, double top. Anyone who's been short this morning, they're in open profit. So what are they likely to do? Fucking jam it up higher. You might be up 30 points, but we're gonna flip that, and now you walk away with nothing, or you walk away with 5 points. This market, for most people, is difficult. It's fucking hard. It's hard because of that reason. But it's good that it's set up that way. Because when you know how it works, you can take the other side of that. Look at what we did yesterday. Were y'all here yesterday? What did we say this was down in here? That this was likely our low of the day, right? And we said what? This high was on a table and this high was on a table. And the market sprinted there. Full sprint. No pullback. Straight up candle, up candle, up candle, up candle, up candle, up candle. Boom. You're out. You're done. No chance to say, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of the market. Let me come back a little bit and get out. No. Market says, fuck you. Boom. You're done. All your profit gone. No free lunch. That's the market. That's how it operates. You're not supposed to be here. You're a retail trader. You're not supposed to be here. Trading was not available to people who were 16, 17, 18 years old 40 years ago. You had to have 25K to trade with. And even then, even those people got their shit pushed in. Think about it. Think about it. You took your 25K in the fucking 1970s, which is a shit ton of money, by the way, given dollar inflation and all that, purchasing power. We won't get into it. But, I mean, that's pretty much like 6 figures now or more back in the 70s, right? You take that into the market, you're going up against who? Big banks, bro. Big banks that operate with millions and millions and millions. So your little 25K, drop in the bucket, bro. So they got creamed as well. The smart money, they dominate this market. Well, in the 70s, like before electronic trading, it was probably a lot more manual manipulation back then. George Angel, thank you for that. In 1979, winning in the commodities market, right? Floor traders would manipulate price. It's the same shit now, but it's just done electronically. So when we talk, you know, and not that I wanted to get into this today, but, you know, some people, they like to explain things like, oh, making money is easy, or, you know, this, that, and the third. Bro, the fucking marketplace is a battlefield, and you can absolutely get your face ripped off. Ripped off. Futures account, your futures account, you can go negative, bro. Yes. Your futures account can go negative, and you'll have to owe more money than you lost. This is a dangerous place. It is dangerous for that reason. You're swimming with sharks. Literally, you're hunting and swimming with apex predators. Y'all seen y'all watched Jurassic Park Dominion? Not an ad, by the way. Y'all watched Jurassic Park Dominion, and they made that, they like genetically modified the dinosaur to like turn invisible and fucking run on walls like Call of Duty Black Ops and shit. That's who you're like basically trading with and or against. Apex predators that will literally destroy you. So do you think they're going to allow traders to be profitable? A little bit here and there. Give them an inch, but then take a mile. Just like when you fish. I got analogies for days. What happens when you fish? For those of you that have experience fishing, if you know how to catch a swordfish or a big fish, it takes hours. And how do you do it? You pull a little bit, and then you let it go. And then you pull a little bit, and then you let it go. And then you just do that over and over again, because what are you doing? You're making that fish tired until the point where he just gives up and boom, you caught your fish. That's what smart money does to retail traders. They give them a little bit and then fucking yank your shit. Give them a little bit, boom, blow your account. That's how it works, man. But again, that's what you want. You want this market to be controlled. You want it to be manipulated. Because when you know that, now you can be on the side of the apex predators. 4182. 4182. Let's get it. It's apex predator time. Okay? Unless we get a big ass down candle to sweep the equal lows, and I'm wrong. But I would think these highs still haven't been cleared. We met that, and now we're up there like a third time. And to me, if we fucking roll from here and trade lower, then we have equal highs set for later. If not, we just jam up there right now. It's apex predator time. Who's in open profit? Shorts from this morning, just like yesterday. And you saw what happened yesterday. The market came all the way back up, plus some. No free lunch on Wall Street. No free lunch in the Forex market. I only say on Wall Street because we look at indices. Indices is Wall Street. Know what I'm saying? New York Stock Exchange, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And that's it. What's good, Mason? You're welcome, Alina. I wish I could play music. I got music in my ears right now. That's why I got my headset on, but you know, I keep getting flagged for music. If you guys got some value out of today's presentation so far, it's not a presentation, it's a live stream, but if you guys have been digging what we've been talking about, drop a like. I would greatly appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything to do it. It doesn't cost you. God, now the Dow didn't come down to sweep these lows. We just left another set of lows though. Lovely. The Nasdaq still hasn't done absolutely anything. If you've been trading Nasdaq today, you've probably been frustrated, unless you've been short. If you were short this morning, good for you. But if you've been watching your P&L, it's been doing nothing in the last 4 hours, which can be frustrating. Again, I wouldn't want to see us trade lower from here, because now we're just going to be caught in between two sets of liquidity, equal highs and equal lows, which, God, frustrating. Would you say the short this morning was clean? I don't know. I didn't look at it this morning. Not from here. 8:45. I slept in today. I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm like, yeah, I'll get up at 7:30, and then I do get up, but then I roll over, and then all of a sudden I blink, and it's fucking 45 minutes later. So, you know how that shit goes. You know how that goes. This was pretty clean in here. Let me see. Uh, 8:30 dropped, traded back up, and you could probably argue that this is a mitigation here. This 625 candle right there. That's the lowest down close. High, low, higher high. We obliterate that, and then we trade back up into it here. And the bodies respect that candle as well. So that wasn't bad, but I wasn't up for that. 8:45, I think I might have been just now hopping on the charts. So even if I saw that, I wouldn't have had time to consider it, put the order in and all that, because that would have been a market order at that point. So but yeah, I think today's gross. We only need 5 points, man. We only need 5 from here. And that's it. So there's my opinion, John. I mean, is it clean, yes or no? I think so. Was it the cleanest? No, probably not. But still very good opportunity. I mean, that's a 30, 35 point drop on the S&P from the morning. So that's good. I mean, 35 points on a full position, you could easily be done for the week. Easily be done for the week on that. But we taken 3 times as long to only go halfway back up. So today's uneventful. And I think stocks are kind of mixed today too. Oh shit, Wells Fargo. Look at that. That's blessed. That is major league blessed. 42. Let's fucking go, chat. Let's go. JP Morgan up 1.3%. Look at that. Oh, we may end up not trading into that gap. That might just be a breakaway. We may end up just gunning for 145. Wow. Wow. Because we were flat earlier today. Where is this morning? 18th. Here's 8:30 up to 10:30. So like the first 2 hours we were flat. But now we're up on the day for Wells Fargo. Shitty bank, but really good price action. So that's always cool too. Those long-term options kind of just rolling on in there. Makes day trading not as shit. Bulls take the stairs, bears jump out the window. I would agree, Siva. I would agree. I would agree. Because right now our bulls must be tied. Our bulls must be Thanksgiving, dinner, ate 3 plates, pants tight, barely get up off the couch, lethargic. That's what we're doing because we're not doing anything. As soon as we trade higher, it's like, oh, we come back down again. Oh, about to print a bullish candle. Oh, weak ass candle. Like, what are you gonna do? 15-minute looks okay, but it just doesn't look, it doesn't have a lot of emphasis here. Or maybe I'm just overanalyzing it. Maybe I just have ADHD and I just want some shit to happen, you know? I was playing Counter-Strike a little bit earlier today too, so that might have something to deal with it. It's popping domes, man. It's busting heads. I don't know if you guys play Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike 2 is coming out, or it might have came out already. A lot of the streamers have it now, and I want to get back into Counter-Strike because it's super fun. I thought about gaming on this channel too. I thought about it, but I didn't want to mix the two because I didn't want people to get, like, new people that see my channel. I don't want them to get confused. Like, well, does he trade? Does he live stream? Does he game? Like, you know? So, and I don't want to get back on Twitch either because I just don't want to keep, like, restarting things, you know? So I may not stream video games. Or if we do, I won't save them. Like, they won't be in the recordings. Like, maybe we can go live on, like, a Sunday evening. Like, game together, have a little bit of fun, and then not record it. What do you guys think about that? Or do you guys, like, you guys really don't care about video games? Because personally, bro, video games, when they're fun, they are so fun and hilarious too. Some of the best memories I have in my life were from video games. I'm talking about crying laughing. I'm talking about crying I'm talking about laughing so much your fucking stomach hurts. Tears rolling down your face. Those are from, like, I got most of those from video games. That's why I'm asking. Marco says open another channel, a lifestyle channel. I like that idea. Blurry wants the live analysis. Marco said food and game. Probably so. Alex says I don't care about video games. Hey, I understand. I understand. I appreciate the honesty. It won't hurt my feelings, I promise. There is nothing any of you could do or say that would ever hurt my feelings. Because I can guarantee you whatever you had to come up with, I've experienced worse. So. And not that I would claim to be a philosopher or a stoic, because I think that's a very... what's the right word? Like, I just wouldn't do that. But I just know how to interpret things. And I just don't... I'm not hurt anymore. All right, 4182. Let's grab it. 4182, one tick away. One tick away. Watch, we'll fucking leave triple highs there. Just because I'm watching it in front of you guys. Market usually doesn't do that, but if it does, that's just going to be even more high probable for later. We have 20 minutes. 20 minutes left on the day for YouTube specifically. If anything, I can go over a little bit. I mean, realistically, I can be here as much as I want, but probably not going to do that. 4182, bam, there it is. There it is. Now, if we can get 85. 4185 on a day, and I will be fucking done. I will walk away and stop cooking my eyes. I had my gaming glasses on earlier, but I've got my headset on. And usually when I do that, the headset will squeeze the glasses, and then it's not good. Yeah, they are. The gunners, at least. All right. Great throwbacks from gaming with the guys in college. Hilarious times. Bro, Naruto, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Best memories I have are from video games. There's a couple memories that aren't involved in video games, but, you know, we're not going to get into all that. But I would say out of the top 10 moments of my life, at least 5 got to be from video games. At least 5. I mean, bro, I'll see you later, Andreas. Don't forget to journal today. That reminds me, I got to go over that with you guys too. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Like back in the day, man, we would be screaming in the headset, just loud as fuck. Having such an amazing time. Good times. Very, very good times. Tell me why we did not even get one tick past 4182. Not even a tick. We met those highs here from 4181.75. We went one tick over it. One tick over it. Now we're trading off that a little bit. Big ol' yikes. NASDAQ still within a range. That's horrendous. That is just so horrendous. The Dow, just yuck. We gave up that high pretty quickly. But anyways, did you guys journal today? Let me see. March, April 18th. Yeah, today's journal was on opinions. One of my favorite ideas too. I think it was from Marcus Aurelius. Well, Epictetus was prior to Marcus Aurelius, but still, either way, the idea is that you don't have to have an opinion, which is cool. You don't have to have an opinion about everything. And even if you do, you don't have to make it known. So it's not bad. Look how aggressively we traded off of 81.75. We came right back down into the 77s. Very sluggish to the upside. Very sluggish to the upside. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. I was just talking to myself. Okay. Just taking a look at my other chart over here, our relative strength chart. Not that we need it, but at least not right now. We don't need it, but we're chilling. Big old chilling. We got 15 minutes left. We'll give it a few more candles. 41.85 might be a stretch for the next 15 minutes, but I was trying to see if we could get that here on the stream. If not, I'll have to just let you go and we either hit it or we don't. Only your trading journal, Nicholas? Okay. Well, something's better than nothing. So for those of you that are following along with the alerts, the only next available alert I have is 41.85. If you want, you could do the equal lows as well. 41.72 and a half. You could set an alert there too. Because as choppy as it is, I would not be surprised at all if it hits that. So there's your two alerts for today. 41.85 for the S&P and 41.72 and a half for the S&P. Everything else, I haven't looked at it. Looked at much today. I haven't really looked at gold or silver. I looked at euro and British pound earlier today. I looked at dollar earlier today, but it's been a few hours since then, so I don't know. And that's been the focus. So nasty price action. I agree. The Nasdaq is the ugly price action. Another spike to the downside. Slow to go higher, fast to go lower. So 41.82, if you had an order there, like if you had an order to exit at 41.82, there is a slight chance you probably wouldn't have even been filled. So there's 41.72.5. It'll probably sink below that. It will probably want to trade below the lows. There you go. There's 41.72. 41.71. So look how fast that was, right? Again, slow to go higher, and it just ripped ass to the downside. Wonder if NASDAQ is lower. Oh, yeah. Dow, those lows we talked about, boom. There's that right there. Now, again, I did not want to short this. Still wanted 41.85. Okay, so obviously we didn't get that. I was wrong on that. But now we have equal highs here on the Dow. So that may come into play later on. Imbalance here too. So that may be sensitive to price here. Okay. So the question is, how do we react from this level? I would give up 41.85. I would give up that idea if we trade below that low from 1040. If I had enough conviction, I would long below this low, but I don't. I'm not feeling that vibe. I'm not getting that buy below the lows vibe. Okay. So those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. $15-minute imbalance, as well as a 5 right there. Could be sensitive to price. They are equal in terms of percentages, but I think the Dow is stronger than the S&P. S&P lower here. Dow was higher down here. So if we were going along, it would be the Dow, not the S&P. Make sense? Do you think you could see S&P 500 go higher? Yeah. I could see it going higher. I wouldn't want it to trade to this low. And obviously below that. But if we were longing the indices, I wouldn't long the S&P. A day like today, I would rather long the Dow, given the strength, that divergence down in here. You see how higher the Dow is compared to its low? Like, that's not even a 50% retracement. The S&P's like a 786 retracement. It's a lot deeper pullback here on the S&P versus the Dow. So to me, again, if we were going to long, it would probably be here to go higher. And if not, then I guess we trade lower. So anyway, that's pretty much going to sum it up for today. That sums up the thought process that I had. It's unfortunate we didn't get 41.85, but watching this, and remember we talked about this reaction, we got one tick above the highs, and then we instantly gave it up. And then what happened? Boom, we ran straight for the lows. So you can see weakness within price action, given the candlesticks, given the time that it takes, and given, you know, how we react at certain price levels. Okay. And again, oh, that was one more thing I was going to go over. The next video I have for you comes out tomorrow. And there's another video that comes out on Wednesday next week. Let me pull that up real quick. Buying below the open came out yesterday. It was only a 6-minute video. Very quick. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Top 10 smart money trading rules. At 3:15 Central, which would be 4:15 p.m. EST. The top 10 smart money trading rules. So, again, you'll see this tomorrow, and I won't tell them all to you because obviously I want you to watch it. But one of my rules of thumb, I don't like to long when there is equal lows. So, remember when we were in 41.76, I said if you longed here or if you traded here, expect drawdown or expect for your trade to not really, you know, dance around your entry, right? And what did it do? It did drift higher a little bit, and then it immediately slammed lower. Apex predator. Apex predator, because everyone's looking at a double bottom like it's support. So traders are trying to buy this market, and then boom, it slams down to take them out. So that's why I said, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we trade below those lows. And we're there. Now, look how it's coming off that low. Respecting that imbalance, coming off of that low. Could be a reversal from here. But not surprised. Okay, we talked about this. So that'll be it. Okay, so tomorrow, top 10 smart money trading rules. And then next Wednesday is the other one, the low risk, high reward intraday setups. I think you guys will enjoy that one too. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut it here. Keep that alert at 41.85. Keep that up there. And that'll be it. So we'll be here on YouTube tomorrow as well. Same time at 2 p.m. EST. So y'all be blessed. And I will see you guys tomorrow.